it starts from a base of people taking food for free and taking it for their own consumption. That's a much smaller problem, or has been. That's grown and grown in popularity, and because we're where we are in edge of London, we get 4.5 million visits a year to this wonderful open space, and if you take just a proportion of those taking the mushrooms and fungi, they'll spoil it for the others and take huge quantities. The majority of that large quantities that they're taking have been for commercial purposes in recent years, and that's clearly against what the forest is here for. The thing that we noticed particularly, it seems to change in the last 10-15 years, from people, even some of the commercial pickers, taking just what they thought were edible, to people who really didn't know necessarily what they were picking, being obviously told what to do, going out with big bags and just simply hoovering up everything. So that would be taking poisonous, inedible, as well as the edible. The quantities we're talking are tens and tens of kilograms, and if you think about how light a mushroom is, I mean, a mushroom is hardly anything, it's largely air and a little bit of water, that tens of kilograms is a huge lot, sacks loads of fungi. As you can see around you now, it's not mushroom season for sort of what people consider mushrooms, the kind of classic mushroom shape coming out of the ground. But fungi are working all the time, and of course the vast amount of fungi are under the ground. That's where most fungi live all the time. Their fruiting bodies are only tip of the iceberg, literally. The other places you'll see them though, which you can see now in the forest, are the fungi that are feeding on the trees. These are the fungi very, very important in breaking down the trees and making them into soil. These things fruit pretty much all the time, so you'll see their fruiting bodies sitting on the trees, whether it's hoof fungus or artist's bracket. They're there all the time. We don't take these things for granted anymore. Numbers are a lot down on what they were. You don't walk through a woodland and find masses of fungi like you used to do, and I think therefore picking really is not acceptable.